Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no matter what time of the day it is that you're watching this. My name is Clarissa Young, and I'm your Fab Motivator. That's FAB. I help the woman find a supple balance when it comes to health, wellness, and spirituality. Like to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for liking, for commenting, for sharing my videos, and joining me along my journey. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Super excited to be here with you today. I pray that you can hear me because I am going live from my computer because I want to give you guys an opportunity, if you want to come on live and discuss this topic with me. Sleevies and Naturals, Sleevies and Naturals, not Sleevies versus Naturals, but Sleevies and Naturals. Along this weight loss journey, we are all on this weight loss journey at the end of the day together. And so I just want to address some topics that has come up inside of our group this week recently, and just some topics that's just been addressed along this journey in general. And so I'm going to look down and I'm going to say hello, hit the bottom left button, share this video. I am sure for sure that there's someone inside your newsfeed that can benefit from this information, because I'm sure that there's someone in your newsfeed that is either has lost weight versus having some type of operation, that's used some type of supplements, or that's done it all natural. All right. And so let me say hello, and we're going to get into this. And as you're coming in, pop in, let me know, are you on your weight loss journey? And if you are on your weight loss journey, how have you gone about doing it? If you feel comfortable sharing it, are you using supplements? Have you had any surgeries? Are you doing it what we call natural? Who do I have here? I have some topics here for us to discuss. I will invite some of you to come on, to keep it positive, to keep it about 2 minutes, and we're going to very much discuss this openly today. All right, let's get into it. Let me say hello, and we are going to go from there. Let me see if I can pull my live up so I can see who's here with me. All right. So I'm able to see from the comments, I'm able to see Miss Livia is here. Hello. Happy Monday. Miss Chevelle, hello. Happy Monday. Miss Terry, happy Monday. Miss Joyce, happy Monday. Miss Commuse, happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, Miss Catalina. Happy Monday, Miss Linda. Happy Monday. It is so many more of you here. Thank you for sharing, Miss Linda. Let's see if I can see all of the comments. Miss Melissa is here. Happy Monday. Miss Kwanda is here. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. All right. If you are here and I missed you, Facebook did not let me know that you were here. So say hello to me and I can say hello back to you. Hey, Miss Kimberly, Miss Chanel. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. All right. I believe I got everybody. Love you all. Let's get into it. All right. And so again, this is Sleevies and Naturals, not versus, but and, because we are on this journey together. And so I guess let me start off by saying what started me to do this live. And so it was a young lady that's inside of our Fab Work Sisters group, where we are a loving support group that's been around for over 3+ years, where we are not known to have any feuds, any beefs, or anything like that. All love and support that's inside of this group, uplifting, encouragement, Bible believing group that we support each other, right? And one of the sisters who did a phenomenal job of being able to lose some weight put up a post, and she shared her post of her losing weight. And she said she lost her weight natural. And she basically said, I want to say she says something on the lines of like you still can do it. Something down the lines of that sort, that you still can do it natural. And I received some inboxes of some sisters that were saying like they took the terms natural or so forth, like they didn't really know how to feel. Now, everybody that's inside of my group is not sleeved, does not use supplements, but everybody in the group are pretty much on our journey and pretty much like, hey, we all up in this thing together, let's lose weight. And so that's where it pretty much came from. And so and you had some sisters that's like, good job, awesome job, because she is doing a phenomenal job along her journey, right? But then we have some sisters who that's on their fitness journey who may have either used supplements or had the sleeve, who found some offense to her statement, which she meant zero shade or zero offense to it. But it's oftentimes, and I've even been caught in incidents, especially more so in the past, to where someone may have said, no, I'm trying to lose weight the natural way or something like that. And I'm like, well, what's the natural way? And so this is the purpose of this live today. I feel like communication is everything. In order for us to understand each other, because I did reach out to that sister personally, because I felt like at one point it was some comments, and it might have started from my comments saying, hey, I received some inboxes, and at one point it was like, Sleevies did it and we work hard. And it's like, but we work hard. And, I believe that sometimes people just need to talk, and just understand each other. Hello. Happy Monday. And if we just understand each other and know each other's story, communication goes a long way. It goes a long way. And so that's what we're here for on this Monday, to kind of talk about some topics together, right? And so let me put this little banner up right here. Boom. And it's supposed to, it was supposed to, now, there. Isn't that better when it moves? So extra. All right. Now, so one of the questions that I have here, and maybe someone can answer it, is, what is it about it when us sleevies hear the term natural, when someone that lost weight without having surgery or supplements and so forth, what is it about it that we dislike? And this is a time when you guys can put it inside the comments and so forth, because I've been also trying to brainstorm on this and so forth. And I'm like, what is it about when we hear people that did not have the sleeve say, I lost weight natural, or I'm doing it the natural way? Like, what is it about it? Hey, Miss Esther, that we're like, that it grinds us a little bit. And so I Googled the word natural and went to the dictionary, and I'm like, okay, to natural means to be real, to be the right way to do it. And so I'm like, does that mean that if we had the sleeve, does it mean that it's the artificial way to do things? But it does also mean, when I looked it up, and I should have had the dictionary, that it does mean man-made. And technically, surgery is man-made, but it also means artificial. And I'm like, what about the sleeve is artificial? And so, like, what are some things that, if any of you, or does the word natural not offend you? I know Facebook is a little bit delayed too. Or does the term natural not offend you when it comes to it? Or is it sometimes the contents that is spoken behind it? What is it when it comes to it? And so this is our time to talk, because I know this is a very big topic amongst the weight loss journey, amongst the weight loss field. I was thinking about getting it. Okay. Okay. And so I don't want to get ahead of my questions here. And there is this is open discussion. So there is no right, there is no wrong. This is all about us speaking, and everyone that's anyone that's also on here that lost weight natural. This is also an opportunity for you to also come on here and speak as well, because I'm going to address some things from your standpoint as well. All right. So Ms. Linda said that the term natural doesn't offend her at all. Okay. Awesome. 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 If I can get it, it will be on the table in less than two. If all right. So Miss Michelle said if she could do the operation, she would do it. She would do it right away. All right. Whether it's natural or by bariatric or normal, no matter, as long as you do it, lose weight by the. So Ms. Livia said, no matter what, no matter if you do it by sleeve or you do it by natural, as long as you get it done, you get it done. Okay. Hey, Miss Rita. Okay. So let me go to my next question that I have here. So Miss Michelle said, I have several friends that had it. You still have to work to keep it off. And so that leads me to my next topic, that sometimes you have some that know that when you have the sleeve, you still have to put work in. And then you have some that believe that after you have the surgery, that it automatically comes off. And this is some people that want the sleeve or any type of surgery that believes that, hey, when I have this surgery, I know this is going to be my all in all answer is going to come off. And you have some that also looks at it in a negative way as well. They took the easy way out. As soon as they have the sleeve, it's going to come off, or they have the surgery, it's going to come off automatically. I had the bariatric surgery, but still have to put in the work. I didn't have it, but I see people on the 600-pound show, and they still have to work hard to get the weight off. Ms. Laura said, I had the sleeve done. You sure do have to work to keep it off. I'm about to do the bypass next month. Do what you need to do for your health, not for what others think. Okay, Ms. Shay say, I don't want the surgery. And totally understand, because the surgery is a surgery and it's not for everybody. It's not easy whatsoever. Now, see, on the same hand, it's like I also understand for the people who's like, I don't want the surgery. I didn't have the surgery, and I've been exercising. I've been eating what's right. I've been grinding, and I lost this weight. And I guess us as Sleevies, we just want them to know sometimes too that we doing the same thing. It's just that we had a tool that helped to stop how much that we can eat, but mentally we're still fighting, but on the same hand, it's like not to take anything away from them. It's kind of hard because they deserve the right to be able to brag as well, right? Like, kudos for them, to be able to, especially for those that's lost 100, 150, 200 pounds, by just discipline day in and day out, and so for them to have to walk on eggshells and have to be careful of how they word stuff and so forth. I'm sure on their end, it's also hard as well too. And on the same hand too, I had to sit back and say, Rissa, we can't be so sensitive either, because they did work. They're working hard as well, on the same hand, like the young lady, she did briefly, share just, real briefly with me, y'all don't know my struggles either. Like I go through and went through stuff to get this weight off as well. And I'm like, you absolutely right. You are 1000, percent right. Like we are all up in this thing together. Let me read some of y'all comments. Okay, so Miss Renee said, I want to lose weight, but surgery for me can be slow process of healing because of being a diabetic. So I feel that would be depressing for me. And so it's not an option, for everyone for different reasons. Miss Betty said, I had to sleeve gaining back weight. That's why I'm here. Some of us, I get many, many inboxes of people who had the surgery and have put weight back on, because it is a tool that we have to learn how to make sure to use properly and continue to use properly. Having surgery is still natural. It's just a tool to help along the journey. Same if people use diet pills, Weight Watchers exchange. Okay, so I did see that someone had commented on a post before in a different platform, and some people disagree with surgery be considered natural. And so, because they're saying surgery, which I can understand where they're coming from in that terms, they're saying surgery was man-made. Surgery is something that a man did do, and so they're saying surgery is not considered natural. And in a sense, I can. Not in a sense, I can agree. I can agree with that. But my comeback for that is, what is natural? Like what is the natural way of losing weight? Are you making sure that you're not doing any yo-yo diets and so forth? Are you making sure for sure you're not popping no amphetamine while you're losing your weight as well? Like what is the natural way, of losing weight? Because for one, we all have different body compositions and our body reacts different ways. So like what is the natural way of being able to lose weight? I don't know. All right. All right. And so then the next thing that I wanted to address too is understanding that there's different levels of weight loss, right? And so we have people sisters, brothers that need to lose 50 pounds. And then for someone that may need to lose 150 pounds, it's a different ball game. It is a different ball game. Your body is going through different chemical reactions. The amount of discipline and tenacity that it takes for you to continue to push through. The 9 times out of 10, the health issues that you have are different. It's a whole different ball game, to say, Rissa, hang in there, hold tight for 6 months because, you got this 50 pounds to lose, versus Rissa, hang tight for these 7 years. Just at the beginning of this year, I was just like, listen, I'm tired of dieting. Not saying I'm tired of this lifestyle, because I've adapted to this lifestyle, but I'm just like, I'm your motivator. I'm tired of chasing the scale. And I still got another good 60 to 80 pounds to go. And that's from 260 something pounds down. This is a different beast from someone who's like, I've lost and not taking nothing from nobody, because it's a whole journey. But from somebody that's like, I put in the work, I've lost 50 pounds, I'm done, boom, boom, bam, finished, look at me now. It's like we got a long time before it's like boom, boom, bam, finish, look at me now. Let me put a few comments. We all do have different bodies, but natural is not using surgery or pills. I say lost naturally. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I agree. I can agree. I can agree. I can hear you. Put it that way. I can hear you. Trying your hardest to eat less and better choices of food. These are the responses to what is natural. I really get in my feelings sometimes because surgery for me was life or death. I was 578 pounds and I lost my first 100 doing the chair workouts. Congrats, 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 congrats. And that's exactly what this video is about. It's just for us to come together and to speak on both sides, right? On both sides for us sleevies to be able to share and in a non-raw type way, because like I said, you get more bees with honey. And when you share in a you don't know what I've been through, you don't know the mental. And so for people not listening and not receptive, but on the same hand, for us to understand that those that didn't have any supplements or didn't have any sleeves or any surgeries or anything, like we can't take from them either. And sometimes we have to sit back and look at the situation and ask, am I being too sensitive? Are they proud of what they accomplished, or are they knocking me? Like, which one is it? Now you do straight up have some people in society that's just straight up being mean and rude, you know. But sometimes you just simply have a sister that's just proud of where they come from. And at the end of the day, just like they don't understand the mental that we went through, we don't understand what they went through either. And so that's why I'm here for us to just and more sisters that's done it natural. I'm still fighting with that, if I'm being real. More sisters that's done it natural, feel free to share, how you feel when you have to, maybe you got to over describe, you can't say the terms natural. You got to say, I was in the gym every day doing this and doing this. And you feel like it's just easy to say natural, or, I'm your fat motivator, I'm not you know it all, and so that's why I'm here, just trying to bring the two worlds together. Because at the end of the day, we on this journey together. That's what it's all about. We on this journey together. If anybody wanted to pop on and talk, versus just text, you can. That's why I'm on this platform right here as well. Okay. So let's see. Thank you so much, Miss Shay. I didn't take anything, just put myself on a 1,200 calorie diet, stopped with the soda and plenty of exercise, had my ups and downs, took it slowly, still taking it slowly. Yes, yes, yes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Uh-uh. And she replied to Miss Ali, I did the same thing, lost weight, but I too had ups and downs. It's possible, just got to stay the course. That's the biggest thing right there with any of it, just stay the course, keep going. Exactly what Doctor now recommended on this TV show. I really have to get the swing of the 1,200 calorie diet. Awesome job, ladies. Awesome job. Awesome job. Awesome job. Awesome job. Awesome sauce. And so, why are we losing weight? Whether if you're sleeved, whether if you're natural, whether if you why are we losing weight? Shouts out to my sister. I won't say her name. Hey, Miss Pat, because I don't know if she shared with anybody, what's what. But I was speaking with her today. She's one of my clients, and she's like, Fab sister and a client, but she's like, I was pre-diabetic and went to the doctor, got a report, and I'm no longer pre-diabetic. Why are we losing weight? Why are we losing weight? I know the other day I was doing a workout with my son, and he's too on his fitness journey, and he was pushing and he was doing um, jumping jacks or something. We was doing jump squats, something we was doing. I don't know, but I was tired, and he started jumping over there, and I started jumping right with him. At one point, I barely could stand for over 5 minutes. And now to be able to push harder at the end of the workout and to be able to jump with my baby, like that's priceless. And so, whether if it's a sleeve that got me to this point or pushing past to get me to the point, why are we doing this? That's the thing, why are we doing this? It's not letting you go live. um you gotta click the link. Oh, let me share this. Copy this link. Mhm. Let me see if I can put it here. I don't know where I can put this at. One moment, let me see. uh there's the link. Okay, now when we come on live, make sure we dress right, make sure we're ready to be positive, so forth. All right. All right. And so let me get some more comments up here. To live, to be a mother. Yes. Love you, Miss Sheila. You got this. Miss Nicole said to be a healthy version of herself, trying to get off some medications. The link is in the comments for anybody that want to get on. To get off blood pressure medications to improve the quality of her life. To live a better quality of life with the hopes of living a full life of independence and not become a burden to anyone. I love it. Because I want to feel better, look better, and walk around with my grandchildren and do things with my family. I want to honor God and taking care of my temple for longevity and life. I'm doing it because I had lames off and I need to get with it. I'm losing weight because I want to feel better with my knees from rheumatoid arthritis. What got my mind made up is when BBN and I got my A1C and I was 11 and I said, no more. I'm killing myself with the sugar. Now my last visit and was at 5.7. Thank you, Jesus. Awesome job, Miss Ali. Sorry, I had my limbs that was off. And now I need to get the weight off. Understood. Gotcha. Miss Joyce said, as a 74-year-old, want to be able to do for myself and not a burden to my children. Also want to be as mobile for as long as possible with two hip um, replacements and bone on bone in both knees. I want to get off blood pressure meds and get the pressure off my knees. I had no choice but to lose weight without surgery due to a blood clot disorder. I was days away from having surgery when I suddenly became ill with PE and DVT. Blood thinners for life going under the knife was no longer an option. So, as you see, we all have phenomenal reasons to live and for why we want to lose weight. Um, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what boat get us there as long as we get there, and we just got to make sure that we love each other in the process, that we love each other and that we support each other and that we uplift each other and a process. And a lot of times, understanding that when people say something um, that may hurt you or that you find offense to, a lot of times, in most cases, it's not necessarily done intentionally. In most cases, a lot of times it's the unknown. A lot of times it's the unknown, or it's from them looking at something from their side, you know? And so sometimes it's good to try to step back and see, let me see if I can talk to this person and let them understand how I feel when they say this, you know? Sometimes it's worth to just say, you know what? It is what it is. They feel how they feel, and I feel how that feel, and it is what it is, and keep it moving and don't let it affect you and how you feel. But just know that it's not sleevies versus naturals because we are all on this journey together. I'm bouting back and forth if I should share the story or not, but I shared the story inside of the group Breaking Generational Curses. You better say it, Miss Kimberly. I shared this story inside of my group. Um and I'm like, they already heard the story, but so many of you are on here that didn't hear it. So I guess I'll go ahead and share it again. And so prior to me being your FAB motivator, I was also an in-home case manager for 10 years. And a part of me being an in-home case manager, at one point, I did Healthy Start, which is helping mothers to get adjusted to bringing home their beautiful babies and learning breastfeeding and adapting to their new babies and all of that fun stuff, right? And so I had this one mother who I had been with for months along within her pregnancy. And she was so excited about this beautiful baby boy that she was in the process of getting ready to deliver. Her family and her uh, talked about the strength of a woman and how it is to be a mother to be able to push out this baby. There's nothing like a mother that pushes out a baby, is what this family believed in. And in her ninth month, something happened that caused that baby the to have the intestines, her intestines, get wrapped around the baby's neck. And it caused the mom to have emergency C-section in order to be able to save the life of her baby. And so after months of me going to this mother's house and her being excited to bring home her baby, I arrived at the house of a saddened, depressed mom who felt less than a mom because she didn't get to push out her baby. She felt as if because she didn't get to push out her baby, she was less than of a mom. And many of us are, give it to me, same way you gave it to me in the group, Lord. Many of us are doing our journey the same way. We're judging how we arrive by the steps that we took to get there. You know, at the end of the day, whether if you pushed the baby out or whether if you had a vaginal, whether if you had a cesarean, you're still very much a mom. You know, so a whether if you had the surgery or whether if you had natural, at the end of the day, as long as you reach your goals, you're still going to get those goals and you're still doing what's necessary to get those goals up off of you. And some of you, I'm sure, are saying, Clarissa, that's different. She had to have the cesarean in order to save her baby's life. And many of us, such as Clarissa, who was 515 pounds, is saying the very same thing. I had to have that sleeve in order to save my life 7 years ago. You know, had I not had that operation, I in the bottom of my heart, because I have been trying to dilate since I was 13 years old. I have been trying to diet and trying to get past 1 centimeter and just couldn't dilate and just couldn't get it right and just couldn't deliver this baby. For all this time, I've been trying and trying and trying and trying and trying, and I just couldn't get it together. And finally, the doctors had to step in and intervene and say, Clarissa, I'll give you this C-section because you keep trying to do it and you're not being able to do it successfully on your own. And at the end of the day, your body's running out of time. Your baby's running out of oxygen. Your joints have gotten to the point to where they're of an 85-year-old woman. Your blood pressure is getting out of control. We need to step in and give you an emergency C-section. Now it's to the point to where the beautiful baby is here and you're not any less than of a mother because you had to have a C-section. You're not any less than of a warrior because you had the gastric sleeve, because you're still going to have to go through some tremors and some trembling in order to get this weight up off of you. You're still going to go through some crying and some moaning to get this weight up off of you. And you know, and like I said, a lot of times it takes us more time to heal from the C-section than it does the vaginal. Again, not knocking anyone's journey and so forth, but that mental thing was something serious there. But keep pushing. At the end of the day, we all have this beautiful baby, which is life that we're here for. And we got to raise this baby. We got to live this life. We have to do this thing. And it doesn't matter how we get there as long as we get there at the end of the day. And what it says, it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a group of sisters to love and support and encourage and lift up each other. And so make sure when you hear someone say something that's not loving and supporting of the other person, step in with love. Step in with love and be the other person to say, hey, it's okay. However they did it, they did it. They saved their life. No matter what it is at the end of the day, they saved their life. And that's all that counts, you know? And you be the beacon of light to show love at the end of the day. And that's what's what. All right. So I love you all so much. Like Miss Catalina said, keep pushing. And well, I meant to put up her comment, but that one's there as well. We are on this journey together. And remember to support and love each other. It is not a sleevies versus a natural. And we got to understand that we are all pushing, praying, and fighting on this journey. No journey is easier than the other journey. No journey is harder than the other journey. We are all on this thing together. We all go through this thing together. Give everybody love. Give everybody the respect that they deserve. Give everybody the props that they deserve. When you see a sister doing her thing, whether if she did it natural or I was about to say C-section, natural or sleeve, give her props. Give her props, give her love. All right. Love you all so much. Love you all so much. You're so, so welcome. You're so, so welcome. See you later. All right. Letting you know that we're getting ready to start our month of August. Yes, for the month of August, we will be focusing on um, with our children, focusing on obesity with our children. I jumped ahead. For some reason, I thought next month was September. I don't know what I was doing. But since I spoke it out my mouth, we're doing it, right? So the month of September, we'll be bringing the children in, whether if your children are overweight or not. Nothing wrong with them learning how to read a nutritional label. Nothing wrong with them getting in on these conversations here. And just know that unfortunately a lot of times obese children make obese adults, and that's what we're trying to make sure we prevent. And so for the month of August, when we do our workouts, the children will be invited to some of the workouts, not every day of the week, but for some of the workouts. When I do my Rise with Rissa on Mondays, you will see my children here with me for most of the work, for most of the sessions as well. And so I want to encourage you to also bring your little ones as well, and let's do this. This is a family movement. We're doing this for our children, so let's incorporate them and let's add them into this. Let's not just make this so you're going to do this thing, but let's add them into it so that they feel a part of their health and get to make decisions on their health and learn for it too, because one day they'll be out of your home and have to make these decisions on their own. So let them learn how to do it as well. All right. Love you all so much. Love you all so much. Talk to you later. See you later. Thank you for sharing the video. Bye-bye.